How's it going, y'all? Bluegrass Sports Media here, and today we're going to do a spring preview of the 2022 Kentucky Wildcats going into the spring game. The way we're going to do this is we're going to break these down by position groups, do a in-depth video on each position group going into the spring game so we know what we need to look for in the spring game and what the interesting kind of position battles are in the spring game. So without further ado, let's get into the quarterbacks, right? Quarterbacks, the incumbent starter, Will Levis, had a great season last year. Completed 66% of his passes for 24 touchdowns. He did have 13 interceptions, and that is a thing he's going to have to work on this year in order for Kentucky to take that next step. Will Levis's biggest asset is his ability to extend plays. He's fearless when running the football. Had 9 rushing touchdowns last year to add to his 24 throwing touchdowns, so that's 33 touchdowns altogether. Just a really great season for Will Levis and Kentucky in general, capping it off in the bowl game against Iowa. Now, the big problem with Will Levis, and if there is a problem, I'm not saying there's a problem with Will Levis. The thing about Will Levis is he runs hard. He'll flat out run over linebackers. He hurdles people, and, he's a big, strong kid, but we don't know who the second string or who the QB2 is going to be. And that's going to be important because if Will Levis were to get hurt in any of these games, we would have to turn to someone. And I think the QB2 situation is probably going to be the biggest storyline out of the quarterback room in the spring game. There are 2 candidates I'm seeing that are buying for the quarterback 2's job. Obviously, everyone's buying for the quarterback 2 job if you ask the coach, but I think these 2 guys are the 2 people who will be playing for it in the spring game. One is Bo Allen. Bo Allen out of Lexington Catholic, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe it's Lexington Catholic. A 3-star kid. He's been on the football team. He's been at Kentucky for 3 years, I believe. A 3-star kid. He's been on the team for a very long time. So I don't know if that's a positive or a negative outlook, because they did bring in a quarterback I'm about to talk about in a minute. And I feel like that's probably a negative for Bo, because if you think Bo can get it done, there's no point in bringing in a backup. And I know people are going to say, hey, we brought him in, competition and bring in as much talent as you can. And I understand that. But if you think Bo's the guy after Will Levis, then you don't really bring in a guy like Deuce Hogan. And let's get into Deuce Hogan. Deuce Hogan, a 3-star guy just like Bo Allen, but he's a transfer in from Iowa. He's at a Grapevine, Texas. I don't think he has much playing time at Iowa that I can find. He seems to be, it seems like we really like these Big Ten quarterback transfers. And I think my prediction is Deuce Hogan is going to be the second string quarterback day one at Kentucky. And I think he's going to have a shot to be the starting quarterback after Will Levis leaves. I just don't see it being a very good indicator that they brought in a quarterback with Bo Allen already there. So I think that means they think Bo Allen's not going to be the guy, and we need to bring someone in to compete and possibly replace Will when he leaves. Now, as far as developmental quarterbacks, there are 2 on the list. One, Kaya Sharon out of Somerset, Kentucky. He was out of last year's class. A big 6'3" kid. Took a red shirt last year, I believe. I don't foresee him being in the QB2 race this year. I think Bo Allen and Deuce Hogan probably have that wrapped up. But I can see him taking this year, learning the system, the new system of the new offensive coordinator, Rich. I still haven't got that last name down. What's the last name? Sorry. Scarilio. I'm going to have to get that down later. But anyway, getting the new offensive coordinator scheme down and maybe competing for the job next year with Deuce Hogan and Bo Allen if he's still here, if he doesn't transfer. Another guy to mention is Destin Wade. Destin Wade is part of the 2022 class. He's an athlete out of Tennessee. Him and his brother committed to Kentucky over Tennessee. They said they're going to start him out at quarterback and see how it goes, and he may be a quarterback after the spring. He may not. He's just an interesting name to watch out for. I don't think he's not going to compete for any second string or playing time this year at quarterback if he sticks at quarterback, but he's an athletic kid, maybe he could do something for us in the future. But that's the end of this video, guys. I'm going to probably do wide receivers next. I'm really excited about that. Kentucky's got a really deep receiver room this year. There's a lot to talk about there. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to do a giveaway on this channel. Leave me some comments down below what you guys would like to do for a giveaway, what you want. And yeah, guys, have a good day.